Maybe you folks can relate to this. You get kicked out in the morning by your alarm clock, there's not enough coffee in the house, and then at 5 degrees Celsius in February you go out to do a little perch fishing. Ideal conditions, right? I'm Ralf and this is Real Fishing Holland. What am I going to do today? As you can see, I'm looking for edges in city waters like ponds or canals to see if there's some perch in there. And so I'm going to work my way through the city of Groningen in the north of the Netherlands to see if I can catch some fish. And you're gonna join me today. So the idea is to just twitch a bit, because usually they're right down here. As you can see, we've got the current going through the main canal line here, and this is kind of like a calmer area, and in winter they usually wait here so that bait fish or prey is basically passing by so they can just snap it. Let's see if we can catch one. Yeah, would you look at that. First catch of the day. So let's try something else. Let's try one of those dark shots right here. I have a feeling that they're looking for more natural colors, and that silver color with the yellow tint ain't gonna work. Last time I caught perch here, I did so with a tiny rubber shot like this with a perch pattern on it, so that also didn't work out. Let's try the disco fish, shall we? That's this fella right here. I'm usually working from lighter to darker colors in these conditions. The reason is pretty simple. If it's winter, not every bait works as effectively as another. and you really have to do some work to find the fish and to get the fish. So I'm usually staying at a spot for 15 minutes and then I'm moving on, because the more spots I'm checking out, the more likely it is that I will catch some fish. Also a handy tip for you, if you do this, just scan the water systematically, so work your way from one side to another, just so you make sure that you cover the entire area where you're fishing in. Okay, so let's do one last try with one of those tiny little twisters here. I had very good experiences with the orange colored ones. I don't know why this works in this murky water, but let's just see if that works with a tiny 1 gram head, because if there's little perches, then there's also bigger perches. So far I didn't even have a single bite. Might also be that they're elsewhere, but hey, there's only one way to figure that out. Trial and error, right? Never give up. Well, time to move on. This is how it goes, you know. Usually I always have catches right here in this area, but today it just doesn't work out. So yeah, maybe I'm more lucky at a different spot. Wish me luck. That's great, got stuck. Well folks, there's so much trash in these canals. Really have to pay a little attention. Don't do it like I do it. Ja.
Weet je hoe de kijk in Jatstraat?
Oh, de kijk in de Jatstraat. Ja, dat is nog een heel stukje die kant op. Dus u gaat gewoon richting centrum, over de brug heen.
Over de brug, ja.
En dan is het zeg maar net bij de Albert Heijn.
Kijk, je had de Bootringerstraat.
Precies, ja. Oké, nou, succes, mooi. Yeah, folks, so that gentleman just asked for directions. Be nice, engage in a chat, you know. Don't be that bitter fisherman that's constantly like, oh, you're talking to me and I want to enjoy the quiet. You know, it's just people. Be nice to each other. So far it isn't really my day, so I'm going to a spot that an old gentleman lately recommended to me. Look at this. He set that down there, where they basically have the excess water of the shower. Should be some pike. I don't know if it's true, but let's find it out. Okay folks, so I'm walking to the other side of the gate. The reason simply being that the wind over there is just too much. I can't get the bait out even with a 5-gram jig head. And I just entangle my line in those poles and that ain't no good. So yeah, let's give it a try over there at the very famous Vesterhaven in Groningen. A lot of people are catching zander there. I caught perch there before, so let's see if I can catch something, because so far it really hasn't been my day. But hey, if it didn't work out yet, it certainly will at a point. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but there's a ton of tiny fish. So, because I'm feeling lucky, I'm going to give it a try with this spoon. Oh, I hope you really don't mind the wind. It's just one of those days. But yeah, I'm gonna try it with the spoon, and I'm just gonna keep it very low on the ground. And I hope that this will imitate some of those ruds and roachets that are in there. So let's go. There we go. Not quite what I expected, but yeah, I guess that's a bream, right? In English. I'm gonna look it up and just gonna put it in the subtitles. Whoa, easy boy. Nice little fish. And that's what your hand looks like after that. By the way, what do you think of all the trash? People are strange, huh? Just think that anything is nothing better than a dump. Well folks, there's definitely something reacting there, but I don't know if it's just like all these tiny white fish. That's no bite, I'm just stuck. Huh, look at that. It's a lead from a dropshot montage. I'm gonna take that home. Cool. So if people are drop-shotting here, that means there definitely is perch. Here in Groningen, a lot of people that do the street fishing thing always go for perch. You will see a lot of people. Oh. speaking of which, what is this? Yeah, haha. Woo. Yes. Come on, big boy. Wouldn't you look at that fish? Speaking of which, man, easy. I'll have to get that with my Leatherman tool. Very important, make sure you keep a multi-tool at hand or some sort of plier. Just give me a sec. So here you got the perch. I'm just gonna be quick and put that one back because he really swallowed the entire hook, triple hook, the dried end, and yeah, just got really deep. As you can see, it's also bleeding a bit, so let's put him back. There he goes. Alright folks, so there you go. First perch of the day, and a pretty nice one too. But yeah, keep these things at hand, because if they swallow the hook like this, like he had two of the hooks right in between those gill bones, I don't know how you call them in English, but right where the gills are, they went just through and looped around that, and yeah, that helps. Make sure you don't put fish under too much stress, and make sure that if you catch them, you also release them quickly, alright? Take a picture. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Let's see if I can catch some more. I'm sorry for the car sound, people, but can't really change this in the city. I hope you can still hear me well. I'm going to change to this shed right here. Let me get that close for you. The reason simply being that with these spoons I still tackle those tiny fish, and I don't want to injure those fish. So yeah, let's just see if the shed is going to work well. Should be, because you saw the perch. It's a pretty big one. I think it can swallow that without any problems. Alright, so I'm going to give it a last try with the silver one, and then I'm gonna call it a day and summarize what I learned, what went wrong, what went well. But yeah, why is this? Why am I using this? Pretty simple. The shed right here is a little too heavy, and I just entangle the line all the time. So I just want to see if the natural color works. This is a 5-gram jig head, whereas this is a 7-gram jig head or an 8-gram jig head. So yeah, last try, wish me luck. And I got stuck again. Okay, so I ripped off the shed. Can happen. So I'm going back to my bike, and I'll take you home into the living room. See ya there. Welcome back, folks. So, to quickly summarize the day, it was a successful fishing day. I caught some fish, but as you could see, the weather conditions were also pretty nasty. A lot of wind, which made the throws pretty difficult in certain locations. Also the temperature, 2 to 3 degrees Celsius up until 5 degrees Celsius towards noon. That's relatively cold. And in the wind, you know, you just feel it even more, especially with our typical northern drizzle that occasionally passed by. You had dark clouds that were just raining a bit, and yeah, it's just nasty weather for fishing. I personally can't wait for the season. I'm looking forward to summer. But yeah, about winter fishing. It's February now, right? So what is of the essence when it comes to perch fishing, pike fishing, zander fishing and such, when it comes to street fishing and fishing in the winter?
Well, in my opinion, it's all about experimenting and about moving a lot, making a lot of distance, right? Because as you could see at the first spots, I couldn't catch anything, even though I was successful there before. And that's just how it goes, you know? Fishers are not just sitting there waiting for you like, hey, where's the fisherman, you know, I'm gonna stay here up until he returns so he can catch me again. That's just not how it goes. So what you need to do is look for different spots that are suitable for fish. When it comes to perch, look for structure, look for prey. So you saw all those tiny little silver fish. This was ideal. I assumed that there was perch, I caught perch, right? And then again, it's also about experimentation in regards to your lures, to your bait. I take a different variety of colors with me, different sizes, different types. So for example, spoons. I also had a spinner with me, which I didn't use today. I had different types of shads, I had twister worms and so on. Just play around with that and get a feeling for this, because in your area something else might be successful, and then it also depends on the day, right? For me personally today, the natural colors were the good ones. The more artificial colors, the shock colors didn't really work. That's just how it goes. Another day might be completely different, right? So I guess the lesson, as usual, is try, try, try. Just do it. Go fishing, have fun, and just try different things. And in the end, you will make your catch. As simple as that. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps the channel tremendously. And also consider subscribing. Just press the red button down there to help me grow this channel. There will be more vlogs like this. I will also invite friends to go fishing with me, so you can also just hear them talk a bit about how they do this. Yeah, and all in all, just also leave a comment with your feedback. This is the first episode of this vlog. I don't know what you think of this. Do you find it awesome? Do you find it to be complete crap? Just be honest with me, share your feedback, tell me what I can do better, tell me what you want to see, and I will take this into consideration for the next videos. And up until then, I wish you happy fishing, a lot of success when it comes to catching fish, and I hope I see you in the next video. So up until then, take care. Bye.